Hi, what's up, fam? It's been a while, man. I ain't been on here in a minute, man. Because unlike other people, man, I work hard. Plus, I had a few things happen that wasn't too cool, which was, I had I just got a new car, I wrecked it. So then I wrecked it. Once it become a total loss and it's your fault, you ain't no, insurance ain't gonna give you no money put down. So I had to grab me something else. So I went on, just grab me something real slick. I grabbed me an old Volvo. So, not a Volvo, Audi. I apologize. But I ain't been getting a chance to come on here. But by the same token, I also been on, I still search YouTube because I like the way YouTube is. You know, in the last few videos I made, there's about Tahoe Bay. And I'm going to tell you something about Tahoe Bay. I used to rock with him. I used to listen to his videos. But when he changed it from moral science to now, he telling me he putting the truth out to the people. That's what kind of messed me up. And it's kind of hard when you're a real nigga and you listen to a nigga spewing garbage because, all right, Tariq Nasheed is Tariq Nasheed. And if he tell her there's something wrong because the man don't tell his real name, I never told people my real name because I was living in a life of something different, but that don't mean he is. But it's not everybody's business about what your name is. Man, some of the things he say is just so crazy. And I be trying to just chill out, yo. And sometimes I can't, yo. Like I'm just gonna go to it. I ain't talking about this, and I ain't gonna be on here talking because I got a lot of other stuff I want to discuss. But man, look. If I'm a grown man, right? That boy, talk about he like 50 something, and you spend your whole you cover this man for a whole year. Tell me he's doing this, he's doing that. Evidently, he's not doing something wrong because he's not been locked up because all the stuff you putting out there, if it was something he was doing wrong, he damn sure would have been indicted. And tell Hawker, yeah, you was in the street, but you wasn't in the street like that. You was in the street because you was getting high. You wasn't out there getting no money. I mean, yeah, you was in the street. Okay, I can attest to that. You was out there for a minute. Yeah, but you was just out there purchasing, buying what you need for you to get high. So I mean, that don't make you no real street nigga. And this video is not about street niggas because I don't brag on that shit, man. That shit took so much away from my life, man. Man, I done been in prison about 4 or 5 times, and I'm telling you, man, that shit is not cute. Man, I would give anything to get them times back of them years with my family, my kids, my daughter. So all that old shit that I don't get it, man, because a lot of people on here now, like rappers and all that, they think that shit, man, I wasn't in no street because it was fun and it was glorious. No, because that's the only way I had out. And that's the only way I had money. It wasn't no money. I mean, I mean, it's sad. I mean, my story is kind of crazy. One day I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna tell you my whole story and where I come from, and and why I chose to go that way, which is still was no excuse because I didn't have to do that. I didn't, but I got caught up at such a young age. I think I jumped off the step when I was like 12 or 13, and I was introduced to everything too fast. That was too fast. But anyway, that's not what I want to get into tonight. So, I mean, it's a few different topics. All right, like I was talking about the Tahoe Bay. I used to watch him a couple years ago, and I used to enjoy the content. But now, you talking about you want? I mean, if you want to do that the way you doing it, if you want to take people down and do that, just go ahead to the police academy and earn you a badge and go ahead and start going after the people, man. Don't do this type of stuff on YouTube and then tell us we crazy because we don't see it. Tariq, I look at Tariq as a very good person. I look at Tariq as a person who was young, coming up, and he never gave up. He was always evolving. Whereas though me, I went to the street and I sold drugs. I didn't do what, if I did what Tariq did, Tariq never been in jail. I don't care how many times he had to recreate himself. But he did it in a way that he was always still with his family. Just that within itself is a lot to me. Tahawka Bay, he couldn't do it. I don't understand what Tahawka Bay beef is with this man because Tariq has done nothing wrong. If he did, all the stuff you doing, Tahawka Bay, he'd have been under the jail. That's why I was saying, Tahawka, I mean, just go to the police academy and sign up for it, and then tell them you want to be a police and you want to be an internet cop. They got cops that just work internet. All you do is just go on the internet, find out stuff that people doing wrong, and you file your paperwork. But don't come and do this in the name of a street nigga, yo. That ain't right. Hold on for a second, fam. Let me grab something. Hold on, that ain't right. Yeah, I had to grab my other phone, but that ain't right, man. Let me see something. I just want wait a minute, live. I just want to look at this. I mean, and then another thing that gets me about him. He says he don't watch Tariq. All right, come on now. If you don't watch him, how do you get so much information, even though you misconstrue the information, if you don't watch him? You really are a fan of Tariq's. You just don't know how to let the people know.
Your thinking cap on. Because
this is what he's saying.
This guy hasn't been legit about anything. He haven't been legit about anything. He haven't even admitted that he's Cosmo Flex yet. That's right.
Look at this, man. Look at this, man.
That's right. He ain't even admit that he's Cosmo Flex yet.
But who cares? Why he gotta admit that to me?
He ain't even admit that yet.
Why he gotta admit that to me? I don't care if he...
Somebody say he's 28 pushing the alphabet mafia agenda. Tariq is 53 and he's been pushing it for 30 years. He's been pushing it for 30 years.
What I care about... I mean, if... Man, I'm surprised his wife... I'm surprised this nigga wife said, baby, if you spend this much time on that nigga Tariq, won't you spend that on our family and kids and try to enhance us? Because you ain't doing nothing. You know, and it's not nothing that nobody say. I mean, we not no police, nigga. My whole young life, I ain't did nothing but get money so dope. Ain't nobody say nothing, because it wasn't nobody's business to be saying nothing if I wasn't putting it out there. So if you think like this, man, just go ahead and be a sign up for the police academy, man.
Somebody say anything new to talk about, GS? Yeah, the new thing to talk about the White Jones is you should go and watch something else. We're talking about what we want to talk about. That's what's new to talk about. There's new to talk about. Don't come over here and ask me what's new to talk about. That's what's new to talk about. How about that? That's right. That's the new stuff to talk about.
This is what you call a Moorish American who supposed to be saving souls, who bringing people home. He haven't saved their soul, man.
That's the new talk about.
But I ain't here just to talk about talking, man. It's just that, you know what, man? I'm gonna start doing this thing called when I get time off from work and I ain't doing nothing, man. And I know that what they call that program, they call man. I want to start doing, jackass of the week of the internet. Just one person, or at least 5 jackasses of the whole week who just sounds silly. Like for instance, another person, Wack 100. Wack, he talk as talk. Wack never was no street dude, yo. Wack is about this. Wack is about more. Because no street dude. What are we talking about? We don't do that, man. I can't never remember, man, coming up, man, that, okay, I'm beefing with it. And we talked about it. We don't want that to even be known. That shit is silent, man. I don't want nobody. Why I want you to know that I'm about to take this nigga head off. I don't get it. And which also mentions another dude got a program on, this white guy. He's a lawyer and he called it self-snitching. But they don't realize that. But I'm gonna tell you what some of them is self-snitching, but niggas like, well, Wack is not self-snitching because Wack is not real. Wack 100 is a phony, yo. All he want to do is hoop, holler, yell. He never was the type of nigga like real niggas was. He never could be in the street and he thought that people was having fun. That shit wasn't fun, brother. Everything we did in the streets, man, that was because that's what we had to do. And we was numb. I just thank God that I was able to have praying families to get me out of that shit, man. I've been to prison like 3 or 4, about 4 or 5 times. I just thank God I got my mother, my father, my wife, and my kids. But I'm telling you, there's nothing slick about that shit, man. And there's nothing slick about it, man. And what I'm going to do, I'm start calling these internet clowns out, man. All of them. Here go another one, man. And I can't. When I get off work in the evening time, sometimes I like to just chill. I don't like to watch TV. I like to watch real shit. But I don't want to watch no bullshit. So I go on my YouTube. And this is the kind of shit I come up with. Look at this crazy looking motherfucker, man. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that crazy looking nigga, man. Let me turn it like this. That nigga, that's that nigga named Zip with the Drip. Plain to see, he's retarded. I'm sorry to say, because some people retarded, they can't help it, and it's sad that they're that way, and they need help. But this dude here, he think sitting in that house on that dirty couch, rolling weed up all in front of the camera, smoke whatever he doing, and he think that shit cool. But let me give you a sample of what he do. These niggas need to be called out, yo. Man, look at this shit, man. And this supposed to be slick. A dirtball nigga. And then what would get me, I can remember when I used to watch my man CK. You niggas will hate on a real nigga like CK who CK come up like I come up. Who a real nigga who come through the struggle, change his life, doing great, and wanna do better. But you niggas want to keep putting them down. I just wish that I could really sit down and talk to him to let him know CK thing, only thing is with him is he used to let you niggas on the internet get to him, which that I don't, man, look, I don't come through, man, I done been through the worst. None of you clowns on here can say to me or about me that could affect me. You niggas, all you niggas do is sit back and type. That's what you motherfuckers do. You just sit back and you type. And another thing, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, y'all, you know, they sit back tight. They don't mean nothing. All they do is just get on there and just try to, cause they life so fucked up, their life so miserable, and they wanna just get on there and make everybody feel bad. Well, I'm sorry, brother. I'm here to tell you, you can't do that to me. I come from a good, real family backbone. And I'm going to put it to you like this. I've been in the street since I was 13. Nobody knew that I even had a family until I was damn near 40. They just knew what my name was. They just knew. They're like, where did he come from? Everybody knew me. Everybody fucked with me. And it was like, damn, where did they come from? Who are these people? Where they come? They just never knew. And that's the way it was supposed to be. Then as I changed my life, people got a whiff of it. Oh, that's who his family is. That's where he come from. He come from a good boat. But till I was like 40, man, 40 something, man. You gotta figure I've been in the streets since I was damn near 12 or 13. And see the way I was brought up, my big brother, God bless his soul, he's not here right now. He's a true soldier. I don't care what nobody said for him. And my other brother, my brother that's older than me, and then my oldest brother, they both was my true soldiers. They kept me grounded, they put me down, even though I learned a lot from them both. I always did it my way. And people never knew that I even had a family or anything. They was like, damn, when they heard my name, they was like, where that nigga from? Wait, who is it? I mean, who he related to? And that's why I say, they go back to that Harbor Bay stuff. When you hear stuff like that, man, look, I'm telling you, I don't never want to brag about no street stuff because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm so upset that I even took that life because everybody in my family who went the correct way and worked a great job and did great things made a great life for themselves. Every one of them. So when people are talking about there's no opportunity out there, this was before computers. This was before all that. Every one of my family members who wanted to do the right thing and become a good person was able to. I just always thought that I could do it different, and which I did. And like I tell a lot of people, I tell my family this, I said, they said, what? They just wondered why I was moving like the way I was moving. I never had a job. I never did none of that. I never got a job till I was like, I never had a job in my life till I was like 45, 46. Never worked, never did nothing, never. And once I got the grasp of it, which I didn't even know I was doing this myself. But see, I know I always been different, right? I always been different, but I still had all the great characteristics about me. So I was telling my family, we were sitting down, me and my parents and my siblings. I said, you know what? I think about now. I see how it happened. What I did, I always want to be different from people. I never want to be like nobody unique. But what come find out what I did, I retired in the beginning. So that means I took my youth from the time I come off the step and run around in nice cars, had all kind of money. I've been rich and poor 3 or 4 times. That shit is nothing. I've been there and I live great. But at the time, I thought I was going to be able to do that forever. But you know what? It didn't last forever. And it's a story I'm going to tell that really was changed my life, what shocked me, that sent something through my soul that hurt me and let me know I had to change. At 40, I think I was like 46 or 47. And that's what changed me today. But that's not what it's about today. So I'm not going to talk about that right now. But anyway, so I retired first, and now, so I gotta work until I go, which I make great money now. Though I ain't mad. I ain't mad about nothing I did with my life. And I'm saying I really kind of figure because I think I might have did it the right way because once you get older, most people don't live to be that old, them youngsters. See, what I planned on living to be that old, because I never did nothing that I never took no lives. I never harmed nobody, and that was in the streets. And I could have, and you can do them things with avoiding and still be rich and get rich and get poor. I done been that's so much. It don't even. So that's no excuse for them hot ones to maintain. They got to go out and they got to kill us. They got to kill that. Man. Look, that's baloney, man. Man, I see times, man, we was coming up, man. I come up in the 90s and in the early 2000s, man. We could walk around with bricks on our hip and never even have to have a gun on us because we knew who we was dealing with. But it's different. See, these clowns is different, man. I can talk about all this stuff now because nothing that I'm saying ain't been documented. Ain't been in the courts. Everything I've been charged with is in my court record, my court rap sheet. I ain't proud of it. So I know how you internet niggas do. You once you find out my real name, you'll grab it, but you'll see ain't nothing but real nigga shit on there. But I don't care if you don't see real nigga shit on there. Because I know who I am. I'm confident in me. I don't need now one of you. I don't need no whack 100. I don't need no dirty ass zip with the drip. I don't need none of you niggas to validate me. I validate myself. I don't need no Tahogga B talking about he doing this. It's just that I didn't even plan on coming on here, man. But this bullshit that y'all be doing, that these niggas be doing, man, and it get under my. Sometimes I just want to watch it, but it get under my. I mean, as a real person, it get under my skin. It do. I be trying to watch it and just try to be unopinionated. And my wife be saying, "Damn, why you let it get to you?" Because, baby, that's not because that's not the way the street go. That's not it. I mean, but at least if they're going, I don't care whether they trying to tell it or whatever it is in the right way, but don't lie. And the street still ain't no good for nobody. I don't care. I would tell any child, anyone, all my kids, go to school, get your education, and you will get more money. And another thing I'm going to tell you, all that money I thought I was getting, and I'm talking about I've been rich and I've been poor. Every one of my siblings had homes way before me and owned them and everything else. Right. And they ain't had word with nobody come take them. Right. And still got them. Every one of them. Parents, everybody. So, you know, I just had to vent, man. I want to come on here and vent, man. But I'm telling you, I'm going to start jumping on this every now and then. I'm going to start dropping a few jewels on people, man. Because I've been through a lot too. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you another thing. It's a bunch of people on here, man, that I'm just going to start, when they wrong, I'm just gonna call them out on it, man. I mean, that's my right. I'm just gonna call you out on it, brother. I'm not gonna sit there and let you just telling people anything, man. Because y'all fooling people, man. People got an opportunity now with the internet to make millions of dollars. But don't get money and then want to go to B Street. Man, look, man. Try to let that know that you can turn your whole generation and your family into something positive and for y'all to grow, man. Tell you, man, sitting inside them jails, man. I've been sitting in them. I'm telling you, man, I've been sitting in them. It's nothing. All you do, you get up in the morning, soon the phone's open, you run, you call your wife. She might be at work, you call her, you want to sit on the phone with her all day. You wasn't doing that shit when you was on the street. Then you might lock down and do count. And then as soon as you open back up for lunch or whatever, you run right back to the phone. You know, got my own phone that's hanging down, can't nobody mess with. You know what I mean? That phone for me, if I ain't using it, I may let somebody use it. You know what I mean? Man, look. Yeah, I mean, when you in there, you got to make hard times easy. But, yo, that's not it. I'm telling you, man, if you really want to know the truth, man, I'm telling you, man. Look, I'm just getting going, man. Look, like I say, man, I've been through a lot, man. I had just my family there, they going out of town this week, so I had a time to make a video. They come back, I gotta pick them up from the airport a little bit. But yeah, man, just people, man, just be conscious, be aware, and just listen to the people who are they're just talking crazy, man. And I'm gonna tell you now, this is just the beginning. I'm gonna start calling them out on it. I'm done with it. I'm done. And when I got time, I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. I don't hate nobody. And none of that. But I'm gonna always set the record straight. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? And but I don't want to stay on here too long because I think they're playing again in a few minutes. So I'm gonna get ready to bounce. But I'm gonna jump back on here tomorrow, or whatever, and I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna go about what I want to talk about, man. Because I just want to enlighten some people, man. Because a lot of people just like niggas like Zip. But I mean, what are the message? Like this nigga. Before I go, like this nigga Bullets Gotti. Bullets Gotti, I can tell, never been in the street ever in his whole entire life. He don't know what the street's about. And he just sit behind his screen and think that he's not gonna run into people. Yo, it's bad, man. Especially when you're not built like that. He's not built like nothing. He wanna get on there and he wanna talk to everybody. Man. And I can tell Charleston White, he been through some stuff. Charleston White don't hide. He come in the street. He do his thing. I don't agree with everything he say, but at least I can say one thing. The nigga real. And he stand on what he say. Wack don't stand on what he say, but his guy don't stand on what he say. A lot of these niggas don't stand on what they say. 10 toes down, I fuck with him, but I'm still trying to understand. But I can tell he's a real dude, but I'm still doing a little more. I got to do a little more visual and a little more understanding exactly what his angle is. But man, there's a lot of clowns out there, man. Man, I'm telling you, family, y'all niggas be careful, man. And this just was just something for y'all until I get back. But this just a small short video. But y'all gonna be hearing from me, family, and take care, man. I'm telling you, man, when you see me on, you know what I mean, I'm gonna send out the stuff, man. I'm not gonna be telling people all the time, hit it. I don't have to do. We know what the process is. So I'm gonna talk to y'all next time, family. Peace, man.